Hi folks, today we're going to take a look at Safariland's INCOG X Holster. It's an inside the waistband holster designed for appendix carry. I want to thank Safariland for sending this out along with the magazine caddy as well. We're going to talk about this. I've been carrying my Sig P365X in this for a couple of weeks now, and I want to give you my thoughts on it. So let's get started. Before we get started, I just want to show everybody that the P365X that I'm going to use to demonstrate this, and this is what I've been using in the holster for the last couple of weeks. It is unloaded, it's empty, there's no round in the chamber. Chamber is empty, no magazine in the magazine well. So what we're going to do is we're just going to use this gun to demonstrate. So I want to put that in there and just show everybody what this looks like. Overall, I think it's a really good design. It is made of Boltaron. This is a very hard substance that is flexible to a point. It's scratch resistant. It's very impact resistant, even at cold temperatures. Also has some high flammability resistance ratings. It is coated with a microfiber suede surface. This makes it a little more comfortable to wear against your body. So I've used a lot of the typical KYDEX holsters or KYDEX type holsters where they don't have anything like this on them. So this is kind of a nice feature, especially when it's against your body. If you notice, I don't have any optics on here, but it will accommodate a red dot or optic system here. You can see that there's plenty of space here that if you had optics on this gun, that they would fit and not interfere here at all. When you go on the website to order this, you put in your make, model, what hand to draw, right or left, and there are optional pieces that you can get to go with it. The magazine caddy, this obviously attaches. It comes with some hardware and some extra screws. You can attach this. I'll talk about this in a minute. This overall, I like the holster. This claw feature here, this is the device on here that a lot of these inside the waistband holsters have these or have options for these. This basically allows you to push the holster and the gun towards your body or abdomen, depending on where you're carrying it, closer to your body, which reduces or decreases that printing, right? The showing of your firearm underneath your clothes. So if you want to reduce printing or prevent it, you may need, depending on your body type and the size gun you're carrying, you may need one of these claw devices that actually pushes the gun towards your body closer to you, so to keep it away from your outer clothing. Now what I like about this is that they do come with different size shims. With a flathead screwdriver, you can pop this out and slide in a thicker one or a thinner one, depending on what you need for your body type and your gun size. Now these clips, obviously, that go on around your waistband, your belt, they are adjustable. You can see here they go up or down to a degree, so they are adjustable. Now you have different size clips available to, and you can raise the gun up or down on your waistband depending on, you know, the comfort and how you need to wear this gun or how you prefer to wear this gun. The clips are polymer, so it's very, very tough plastic. Now you do, on the back here, you see the red ring. That identifies the retention screw. That actually, and you see that on the magazine caddy as well, that actually is a passive retention. So what happens is when you put your gun in, if it's too loose, the passive retention has to do with the friction or tightness when you put your gun in a holster. And that's what keeps the gun in the holster for this type of retention. Now, Safariland does not classify passive retention as a level of retention. In other words, they classify level 1 as requiring one lever or button to push or move in order to get your gun out of the holster. Level 2 requires 2, level 3, 3, and level 4, and so on and so forth. This is what you call passive retention. So the gun is just in here by its friction or tightness. Again, there is this retention screw on here, so if you tighten it down more, it'll be in here tighter. If you turn that screw the opposite direction and make it looser, obviously the gun's going to come out more easily. So you just have to do that based on wear of the holster and your gun size and your preference. I've always preferred to carry, when I'm carrying concealed, a passive retention type of a holster. I know some people like to have that at least level 1, maybe level 2 level of retention when they carry. The problem with that is as you go up in levels of retention, the holster gets a little bigger, a little bulkier. And not that I'm against that, but I do like the fact that with this type of a holster, when you need your gun, you can immediately pull it out. There's no button or lever. And I know if you have a button or a lever, you train with it at the range when you go to train. You train pulling your shirt up to access your gun. You do all those movements that like you would in real life, and you can get used to it. So it's not about that. I'm not against them, like I said. I just like to be able to, if I need the gun, I can pull it right out. I have it immediately. I've had some weapon retention training. If you've never had any weapon retention training, I highly recommend that you get some. Because if you're the type of person that thinks that you absolutely need a higher level of retention on your concealed carry, if you get some weapon retention training, you might feel a little more comfortable with not having that type of retention on your holster. Nothing wrong with it, nothing against it, but again, the higher you go up in levels, the bulkier and bigger that holster is. Police officers that are in uniform carry level 3 or higher retention. Obviously, everyone sees their gun and where it is. If they get into any kind of confrontation, somebody can go right for their gun. So they need to have that higher level of retention because they're out there, they're exposed. The idea here though is you're concealed. Hopefully no one knows you're carrying until or unless you need to use your gun. So that's my thought process with this type of a holster. So here's the gun. In a typical appendix type of a carry, you can see that we got the 2 clips on. You can see that this claw device here is pushing the gun in. It's also far enough away from the gun that I do have access to get my whole hand in there to grab that grip securely. So some holsters, that might be a little close to and it might be a little tight to get your hand in there. There's plenty of room in here for me to get my hand in here to draw the gun if I need to. I don't have the optional magazine caddy on here. I'm all for carrying an extra magazine. I think everyone should carry at least 1 extra magazine, not only for extra ammo, but also to clear any malfunctions. When my shirt is over the gun, it's concealed nicely. So if I had to get to the gun, there it would be. Again, plenty of room to get in here and pull the gun out. Overall, I'd say pros, I like the design. I like the microfiber suede that's on the outside. I think this is a nice feature. It's very sturdy, it's very strong. I've had no issues with it. The 2 clips are a nice feature here. Again, they are adjustable. They have different size clips as well. I like the fact that they give you plenty of room to establish a good grip when the gun's in. This claw device here does not get in the way, at least not with this P365X. It's actually very nice. I can easily grab onto the gun and pull it out of the holster. So I like that. Now again, the claw feature that pushes this gun towards your body, this comes with different shim sizes. You can take them out. You can put in the thickest one if you want it very close to your body, or you can take them out or put the thinnest one in if you don't need that much of a movement of the gun. But again, closer it is to your body, the less printing you'll have. So for me, I don't want anyone to know that I'm carrying. I want that tactical advantage. So if I'm wearing anything that is showing or printing, that's not a good thing for me. I'd rather not. While it's not illegal in most places, still for me it's not tactically advantageous for people to know that you're carrying. I guess any cons that I've seen, maybe with the magazine, because again, I'm a strong advocate of carrying an extra magazine, and probably for some people it might just be a little bit too wide of a system to carry in your waist, or depending on the clothes that you wear on a day-to-day basis. So maybe if they had an optional clip for the magazine carrier or caddy as well, because usually I'll carry an extra magazine. If I'm carrying a jacket, I'll carry it right in my pocket of my jacket, or I have a separate holster for my magazine or 2 that I carry on the left side. Obviously, as the weather gets warmer and you carry less, you have less clothing on, maybe you don't wear a jacket, it's hot out, it's a little tougher to add things to your body, of course, without without being noticed. It's a nice feature if you're able to wear this together. If you have that body type and depending on the clothing you wear and the type of gun. So this is a nice feature to be able to have these together. I'm familiar with Safariland. I used them my whole career in the New Jersey State Police when I was a trooper. We had Safariland holsters for our duty guns and holsters, and also our off-duty holsters. You can see this is for my Glock 19. It's an off-duty holster. It's kind of bulky, but it's got that higher level of retention for law enforcement. I think this is a quality holster, and I think that if you conceal carry, and especially if you carry in the appendix position, or you are thinking about carrying in the appendix position, I think this is a great holster to consider. At the time of this recording, it's $95 to $127, give or take, based on any type of accessories or optional equipment for this. So overall, I would recommend the Safariland INCOG X inside the waistband holster if you conceal carry. If you like this video, folks, please hit that like button and share it. Also, consider subscribing if you're not a subscriber for more videos like this. As always, thanks for watching. Take care and stay safe.